Hey there, so I just made a video talking about why I like the keyboard I purchased, the here we go, FP-30, which is the same as the FP-30X, which is still being sold, whereas this one is considered defunct. It is dead. No one wants it anymore. But it's a wonderful keyboard. But anyway, so I just made a video where I talked about why I liked it. It's kind of some pros and cons, and I went through so there's three banks of sounds. There's the piano sound, there's the electric piano sounds, and then there's the other category. And so in my last video, I went through all the piano sounds, which is only like 5 of them, and basically 3 different acoustic piano type sounds, basically going from this one to a little more bright sounding to even more so. And then we had that out of tune piano, which that's what you're going for, then grab it. Otherwise, the rest of us are wondering what on earth that's for. And then we got a harpsichord sound and a more, and then this other harpsichord sound. So that's all the ones under the piano tab. And so for this video, I'm just going to go through the rest of them. So for the electric piano, I like the default electric piano sound. It's kind of an electric piano bell kind of thing. Actually, yeah, it was on another one. This is the default one. It's not a bell sound at all. So it's a very nice, gentle sound. It gets a little more bell-like up top. And then for the bass one, it's very quiet. It just kind of sounds like some kind of synth bass, I guess. Yeah, so there's that. I like this. I like that sound. Next one here, what have we got? It's kind of waving in and out in a synthy kind of way. So, very nice. I like that sound. I like most of these electric piano sounds, to be honest. Now this one, I don't know what that would be. It sounds like a, probably somebody who knew could probably give you the name of it, like whatever. One of those, classic electric piano sounds they use for, classic jazz and stuff. I'm assuming and it sounds kind of similar to the first one. That's the first one. This is this one. Doesn't sound, this particular sound doesn't really sound very well with my particular kind of classical-ish, improvised, easy listening style. It's not bad, but I'm assuming that this voice is gonna be one of those that really it shines with jazz, like jazz melodies, which I can't particularly play. there's that, and there's this next one. Ah, yes, now here's a real, you know. What is that? I think it's a guitar. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what it is, but the left hand just makes me think of like the guitar foundation for like funk or something. So there's that, whatever that is. And then we got this really nice, wonderful bell sound, which I absolutely adore. Love that one. I could play that thing all day. Oops. That one. And here's the next one, which is kind of similar, but just a little dulled. It's almost like it's probably the same sound, but they just cut out some aspect of it. Yep, it's like it just dies out real fast. It's like a bell that's been muted in some way. It's a little bit out of tune, just very slightly, which I know bells are sometimes just by the nature of them. So there's that. I'm not sure what I would do with it myself, but I'm sure there's some very interesting things you can do with it. Is that one? And then we got this. It's like a cross between a bell and a... Oh, actually, this is kind of cool. more, you know, if you're able to remember how the sustain works, it's a very long sustain. You can't just go playing with it as though it was a piano sound, even though it's under the electric piano umbrella. It's really more of a high sustain kinds of things. And the bell aspect. I like all the bells. Any kind of bell I like. A lot. There's that one. Oops. Oh, is that the last one? Yep. That's the last one, so they don't give us any more. Oh, that's not so good. This one doesn't sound so good up top. I mean, that's what you're doing with it. There's no trills. No trills are allowed. Alright, so now I will move on to other. I'm going to go through all the other ones. First off, we've got the long sustain synth string pad. Whoops. There we go. I must have been playing with it. So it's a nice sound. It's not anything you would use, you know, in a track of any kind. Because you can't control ADSR. Or attack, you know. If you wanna use strings for anything, you've really got to be able to control attack and release. But if you like playing, you know, chord progressions, you know, to play, like if you're going to record some synth chord progressions to play guitar over, for example, it'll work. Just gotta, I mean, for me, one thing, because I don't use these a whole lot. Every once in a while, I'll just come through and do something kind of like what I'm doing now, just kind of going through them one after another. So I haven't done a lot of playing piano with some of these different types of synths and stuff. So I'm still getting used to trying to handle the particular, you know, for example, what I did just a minute ago, playing a chord and then trying to play some kind of melody in the right hand. I'm still getting the hang of that because obviously if you go too fast, it gets pretty muddy and ugly. Ugly! Here's the next one. So, you know. So that's a decent one. Then we got this. Kind of cool. Kind of feels like it belongs a little more in the electric piano domain. Once again, something that would be a little more at home with jazz. Which I can't play. Yep. Nothing I could do a lot with. And then we got a proper old The Vampire Cometh. Nice, good old. Of course, I'm intentionally using a stride pattern because with an accordion, they've kind of got those, like there's a root button. Like in the right hand, you've got keys, piano keys possibly, or buttons. But in the left hand, or maybe it's the right hand, I don't know, but the other hand, they give you, got a root note, and then you've got a chord. So you got two buttons, like for instance, there might be a C button for the root note, and then a C button for the chord. I don't know how big it would be, how many notes would be included in it, but anyway, so that creates kind of a... That's not the next one. Is that one? Is that one? Oh yes, this one's nice. Beautiful voice. And then speaking of voices, just so happens the next thing is a voice, quote unquote. In order for it to sound like actual voices, I mean, of course, it's going to sound synthesized anyway, but in order to sound like actual voices, you got to keep it in the middle range, because obviously nobody really sings down there. I actually never discovered this before. That when you get it, when you play it with enough of an accent, they give it a... They give it kind of a Nice little staccato effect. That guy, that's a very high voice. I'm guessing the next one's a girl. Kind of more ethereal something. Kind of cool. Oh, I'm already at 30 minutes. Guess I'm just having too much fun. So this one doesn't do the thing that the last one did, where it would do. This one doesn't do that. I think there isn't a girl voice. Yeah, there's no girl voice. Well, that's an oversight. We just got this kind of choir kind of thing, I guess. And you can kind of hear like a sound in the background, which is kind of interesting. Another nice one. kind of a nice one. I mean, decently nice. I got another harpsichord. Not sure how different this is from the earlier string ones. Then we got this one that's, it's like it's just, I don't know what it is. It's lowered an octave maybe and weird. But it's kind of cool. Nice bass. That's a nice one. Oh, and then there's this. Oh, and then there's this one. And I think this is looping. No, it's not looping. Ah, now that's the end of it. So that's all of them, and some are nice, some are not so nice, some are kind of cool. But at the end of the day, where it's really at is this fella, and maybe just a little bit this fella, whichever one you like better.